I woke up this morning and I haven't had breakfast yet. That's why I'm just having some tea, black tea with milk and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And it's got me thinking about sex. If you find that you're currently in a space where you're pursuing people or relationships, or you can't get the thought out of your mind. Editing Olohi here. I'm sorry for the noise, but a dickhead was doing wheelies in the park on his motorcycle whilst I was trying to record. But enjoy the video anyway. Or you're speaking to someone and it consumes your every waking hour. The thought of the next text or the dopamine hit or the excitement of seeing them again consumes you. You can't really think of anything else or do anything else or function without them being your number one priority. And nothing feels quite like it. Nothing. The chase, the dopamine hits of being with someone to the point where you lose yourself in them. The fleeting rewards of partnership, in the promise of external validation, the promise of someone choosing you so that it fills the void of you not choosing yourself. It doesn't quell the crippling insecurity and inadequacy you feel. And when they leave, you're just left with yourself and all your unachieved goals. I know what it feels like to think that what you're missing is someone else to complete you. The truth is, you are as whole as it comes. If you don't nurture and feed your soul, it will atrophy and you begin to feel like there's something out of you, there's something missing that you need to get from someone else. So you begin that journey and that chase again to find the missing part of your soul. Meanwhile, there's no part of you that's missing. It's just malnourished, it's just neglected. And every time you abandon your soul, abandon your art, abandon your creativity in search of a partnership, you are killing your soul. The only time you need someone to come in and complete you is when you have abandoned yourself. We hear all this talk about decentering men or decentering relationships, especially as women, but we don't understand how important it is to put yourself before all else. Because it's only when you are existing in your authenticity can you attract things into your life that reflect more of you back to you. In our society, we see being in a relationship as some sort of achievement because we think that that means love, whereas 99% of people in relationships probably don't even know what love means because they approached their relationship from a place of lack, of inadequacy, of a search for something outside of themselves, which means they have to get more lack, inadequacy, and continue to search for something outside of themselves. The true flex is feeling complete. And I know it may seem impossible to truly decenter men and relationships and put yourself and your art before that. But by the end of this video, you will know how to put yourself, your goals, your mission first so that you can truly feel that love within yourself that you have been searching for in other people. Hello beautiful souls, my name is Olohi and I hope you align with your purpose, so subscribe because you deserve everything you desire. Horniness is just suppressed creative energy. If you're in a place where you're searching for relationships, you're swiping looking for a partner, all you can think about or you're consumed by the next text from that person, you're simply not busy enough. You're simply not doing enough. You simply have too much time on your hand. And it's so easy to be like, okay girl, you're not busy enough. Oh my goodness, you need to play hard to get and seem busy so he's more interested in you. That's missing the whole point. I feel like a lot of the advice about being busy is curated to performance so that you can attract an emotionally unavailable man, because the only man who would want you because he thinks you're too busy for him is a man who's not ready for a relationship. It's all a performance, it's all a dance. So that if you do this and act this way and act uninterested, or you can get him and keep him and make him stay, that's not the point. The point is about being consumed by your own life and journey, that you don't need him. You're forgoing the whole point, the importance. Everything we do is not of the end goal of eventually being with that person. It's about being yourself so authentically and radically that you don't need anybody else there to complete you. That's the point. And every time I've been in a space where I'm searching for a partner, I haven't been creating art. I haven't been looking after my body. I haven't been doing all the things I know make me feel good and complete within myself. So I seek that external validation in the form of someone else choosing me because I haven't been choosing myself. Everything you seek outside of you is something you haven't been giving yourself. It's something you've been lacking doing for yourself. Think of everything people ask for in a relationship. I want someone who's there for me, who makes me feel happy, who shows me love, who takes care of me. All the sprinkle girls are like, oh, I want money. It's like, it's never the person, it's all the things that they can give you or make you feel. But when you realize that everything you want from them, you can do and feel by yourself, you can just forego the third party. You can just feel that love and that abundance and all the things that you want. And then by proxy and as a result of feeling and being those things, more expressions of that same story has to come into your life. You can't seek from a place of lack. You can't desire something because that means you are void of it. You can never get enough of something that you lack within yourself from someone else. So yes, at the beginning, there'll be that dopamine rush, that hit, that thrill, but it fizzles out so fast, it's as if it wasn't even there at all. And you're still left with yourself. You're gonna be with yourself for the rest of your life. So what really makes you think that you can outsource your happiness to someone else? Really? Horniness is suppressed creative energy. And when energy is suppressed, it becomes nasty and attaches itself onto something, a vessel that it shouldn't be attached to. Energy doesn't just die and dissipate. It's either alchemized or it becomes something else. Energy must attach itself to a vessel. So when you don't attach your creative energy to your art, to your goals, to your pursuits, to yourself, to your love, it attaches itself to any vessel that it can release and get from. So it attaches itself to that man who never texts, or that woman that's just not interested. It attaches itself to anger. All of a sudden you're more irritable. Everyone is so annoying. All of a sudden it attaches itself to addictions, to the smoking, to the drinking, to the escapes, because energy doesn't just dissipate, it has to be used. So you can alchemize and channel it into the things you truly want to do and be with your life force, or it will turn into a life that you don't want by force. And this is a message to creatives. If you're addicted to something, it's because you haven't been making enough art. If you're depressed, it's because you haven't been making enough art. Every addiction, all depression is just trying to fill the void of your lack of creative expression. It's creative people who don't create are the most insufferable people to be around, because they're so full of so much life force. When that is not channeled, it becomes so ugly. You can't escape it, I'm sorry, but everyone does. Like, if it's not art, if it's not business, if it's not whatever, everyone wants to create something. Some people, it's just a family, but it's part of being human to use your life force to create. When you're not doing that, even if you're not an artist, even if you're not a quote-unquote creative, you have a life to live, and you must use your life force to live your life. The opposite of depression is expression. I promise you, if you're depressed and watching this video right now, I promise you in 30 days, hell, okay, let me give myself the benefit of the doubt. 60 days. If you journal, meditate, create something, move your body, eat right, go to bed, and wake up at relatively the same time, early, like 10, you won't have depression anymore. If you doubt me, do it for 60 days. Comment on this video, I am depressed, I'm going to do this for 60 days to prove you wrong, and then come back in 60 days. And you actually have to do the things. Come back in 60 days. If I am wrong, I will give you $1 million. That's how sure I am. That's how sure I am. Depressed, you haven't created something in a while. You haven't moved your body in a while. You're probably obsessing over some person who doesn't even want you for real. Look, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be created. As creatives, especially during the social media era, we see people's art. We see it. We see art that has taken 10 years to perfect, and we compare that to our day one. That's dumb. You have to create. Like, it's not an option. You can't wait until you get good. It's not something you have a choice. You have to create. You have to use your creative energy. Every single day, just put out something you made into the world. Even my videos. I used to think, oh my goodness, I needed to have this editing down pat, the scripting, do this, employ Mr. Beast level techniques for my videos. So for years, I put nothing out. And then my first video I put out, my third video got me my first ever client. My third video I didn't think I was gonna post because I didn't like the way my voice sounded or whatever. Got me my first ever client. And then my last couple of videos, I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Then I read through the comments and I'm like, wow, I don't comment on videos. This changed my perspective. This changed my life. This helped me see things this way. If you have good intention and value behind what you're saying, put it out. If you need a way to express your pain or love or any sort of human experience, put out that art. Because if it resonates with you, if it could help you, your younger self, one person, that's good enough. You're doing your service as a human to the collective consciousness. It doesn't matter if there's already music out there, if there's already videos out there. It hasn't been done by you. And there are people waiting on you to show up. You're like a link in the chain of so many people's destinies and you don't even realize it. There's so many people who can't take their next step because they haven't met you at the vibration you need to be at to help them. So many of you don't realize you're a staircase in someone else's journey, but if the slabs are missing, they can't move forward. Some people are meant to hear my voice, and because of that, it triggers a chain reaction in so many incredible things they are meant to do. Some people are meant to see your art, and because of that, they feel inspired to do something that changes the world. An idea from you said badly or done wrong can be the catalyst to someone's expansion, and you're doing yourself and the whole of humanity a disservice by not creating something and instead attaching your energies, seeking validation from a relationship and seeking validation from meaningless pleasure that, to be fair, is not even that pleasurable. Let's be real. When it's meaningless, most of the pleasure is void from it. If you create the art you have been yearning to create every day for the next 60 days, I promise you, you won't even be hung up on a relationship anymore. You won't even remember. Like, I can't remember the last time I thought, oh, I really, really would like a relationship right now. And it's not to say if the right person comes along, I'll be like, no, I'm on my grind, I'm locked in, don't fucking talk to me. But it's just like, that's a reflection of everything I already feel. The authenticity, the love. So it's like, it's only a matter of time for more authentic, lovable, pleasurable experiences to come into my reality. But I'm not focused on that, because when the present moment feels so good, why would you want it to end? You know? Every time you're looking forward, the next thing, the next way, how can I do this, blah, 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 it's because you're so unfulfilled right now. You're so out of alignment and your nervous system is out of whack that you're looking for ways and people to help you get rid of that feeling. Now, Sexual energy is life force energy. You can either use that energy to create your dream life or create a life, if you know what I mean. Either way, it's literally the energy that brought every person and everything into existence. You, I, this chair I'm sitting on, the clothes I'm wearing was because someone channeled their life force energy into a pursuit of something greater than bodily orgasmic pleasure. And I always say the horniest people are the people with the most creative energy, the people meant to make the most change in the world, but they just haven't found their medium yet. They don't realize that they're meant to be creating art. They think that that feeling can only be used in that way. You can do more than I promise. Like, there's more to life than sex, I promise. And there's a state of existence so tantric that is just like low-key, just low-level orgasm for the whole day. Like, your life is just so pleasurable, and underlying pleasure with life. And that's so much better and feels so much better than chasing those dopamine highs for no reason. Like, bro, just make art, bro. Like, just create stuff, bro. Most of you don't realize that that person you find attractive or that partner is coming to your life not for you to have sex with them, but for you to create art with them. A lot of you have lost so many people that were meant to expand your consciousness and your creative pursuit and catapult your art onto a whole nother level, because you think that every physical attraction to someone means that you're meant to be in a romantic relationship with that person, sleep with them. No. Some people, even people you're physically attracted to, when you feel attraction to someone, you've had this even for platonic friends, otherwise you would have never spoken to them, is because that person is meant to assist you on your journey. So when you see someone and it's just like an inexplicable attraction to them, sometimes that person is someone that you're supposed to make art with. How many times has an artist's muse been a past lover or someone that they couldn't quite get? That's the intensity of that feeling, and there are very few things more intimate than creating art with someone. It's an art form. That's why it's literally called making love. There's so many other ways in life apart from sex that you can make love. You can make love in your art. You can make love through your growth and your relationships and your connections with people. And it's so intimate to make love in so many other ways than sexually. Moral of the story, if you're feeling horny, you need to make more art. Make stuff. Whatever you put your energy on, especially energy as intense as that sacral energy, that kundalini, is gonna be so good. The way you manifest things is having a clear intention and coupling that with a really intense, elevated feeling. Can you tell me a feeling more elevated than, if you know what I mean? That is such a heightened, elevated feeling, and you're squandering it instead of channeling that into your goals and the life you want to create on some guy named Tom from the bar who's like not even with it. Like, shaking my head, bro. If you want me to make a video on how you can use masturbation or especially life force energy to manifest, let me know in the comments, because it's generally a practice, especially for women. I know men are all on this not semen retention stuff, and I feel like as women we follow suit, not knowing that we're different from men. We have a portal of life between our legs. We have a gate bro. So it's different for us. It's so different, and it's so much more powerful when we alchemize that energy into creating things. So let me know if you want to see a video on that, because it's a topic I've really been exploring more and more. Alchemize your creative energy into something beautiful before it becomes something ugly, okay? Don't compromise your future self for a fleeting source of satisfaction, okay? When you're in love with yourself and life, and you're aligned with your purpose, the people who are meant to be in your life and aligned with your greater purpose will show up. That's just how life works. So, the love of your life is not on that dating app. Put your phone down and go and make something. I promise you, they are not on that dating app. Because think of the state of mind you were in when you downloaded it. You have to attract more of what you are. If you were just creating and living life and aligning with your higher self, going out, doing the things that you know you should do, you have to attract people also on that vibe. Like whenever people give advice on relationships and they're like, oh, write down your dream characteristics of your partner and then write down the type of partner he would be looking for. Do you get it? So it's like, if you want someone that's fit, you have to be in the gym. If you want someone that's creative, you have to be creating your art as well. If you want someone emotionally mature, you have to be on that same vibration. If you are doing the things you should be doing in your authenticity, you have to attract people on that same vibe, because you're walking down that same road. They're not on the dating app. Unless that feels truly aligned with who you are and what you want to do. Unless you're supposed to be some dating app connoisseur and that's your calling, then you should spend your time going out, meeting new people, doing things aligned with you. Then you just find more people who are like you, because in order to get there had to be certain trains of thought and likeness in behavior. If I'm going to the gym, I know the people at the gym are people who also decided to go to the gym. If I'm going for like a meditation retreat, I know the type of people who are there are people who decided to go for a meditation retreat. I hope you're catching my drift. Be who you truly are, and you'll attract people who are truly meant for you. I think I ate with that one. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today by watching this video all the way to the end. Let me know what you want to see from me. I am always open for conversations in the comments. And if you learned something from this video, which I'm sure you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. As always, I am so proud of the person you are, and even more proud of the beautiful soul you are becoming. I'll see you in the next one.